the first time like we saw each other in person physically. Like the moment I was walking down Milwaukee and you were on the corner of Milwaukee and Woodward, and you like turned and then just like, ah! And I was like, oh my gosh. And we just like ran towards each other and hugged. I knew like at that very moment, I was like, yeah, I'm very prepared to love on this person. I didn't go into loving you expecting to feel as safe as I did. You see the world as it's built, and there's not necessarily a lot of like safe spaces for like a young Black queer person to like be accepted and to be like affirmed and also held. Like either it's like sensationalization or like being made into a spectacle. But when you are in front of someone and they love you for your mundanity and your monotony, but also for your excellence, it's so all-encompassing that it makes you feel safe to be any percentage of yourself on any given day.
It was scary, to like actually step into it and step with it. Are you gonna crumble under the fear? And you can say, hey, cool, let's go. And me and Fear are gonna take a walk, and Junie's coming with us.
So If Beale Street Could Talk, it is a book by James Baldwin, written in 1974, and it was adapted into a film by Barry Jenkins. It's a story about Black love interpreted through the eyes of like a young Black girl named Tish, and the love that she's partaking in, and then also the backdrop of their love, the city that their love is taking place in, the houses, the streets, the family rooms, all those things. Like, where is this love taking place? How is it being molded?
The movie is a love language.
I think the most resounding thing about Tish and Fonny's relationship is definitely that they like consistently make the choice to continuously love each other through like really hard situations, to say the least. That inspires me to like continuously make the choice to not only love myself, but like love you, and understand that what our love does is foster a very special amount of room for each of us to practice self-love.
The part in the book that like is just like seared into my brain and my heart is really like the like walking through like their relationship as children, and like them two growing up together. Love, like, it gives you the context and like the playground to like come back to your inner child.
Black love is important because it just begats life. Like, Blackness creates so much of what this modern world understands as the world. And so our love creates those like comfortable spaces. It creates room for people who aren't even Black to understand themselves. And that's how fucking saucy Black love is. I think Black love can be, if you choose, to be a very complex and difficult thing to define. And it's only because if you are a part of it and you belong to it, you understand how multifaceted it actually is. It connects each and every part of my life where I've ever experienced love from another Black person, and just builds. So the way that I love on you, Vernon, is very, very connected to the way that I remember like my grandmother loving on me, or like the same way that I felt like an aunt like take care of me as a kid. There's like a lot of care involved that is ancestral. This is where I can like take off the mask or any of the pretenses and just be my full authentic self.
Like, there's a lot at stake, for us to be out here, like, loving the way we do, being queer and fluid and fucking up gender, and Black love is community, it's kinship. It helps, I guess, like I said, to just like keep us safe, and to keep us strong, right? Like, to make sure that we're fortified in all the things and all the other things outside of love that we have to do.